discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, Don for another Out of Your Mind Sunday stream, y'all. And here with the boys today, DonPrime, Lane, and the CMB, y'all. Cigars, yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
Hey, everybody.
Good evening, Geekin Out. Welcome to another Knockout Sunday edition of Geekin Out. So we've got Nate Meister, we've got CNB, and we've got the Lanester.
Let me do a shout out to the OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars, sir. My favorite, that is my, other than King Dingaling, my favorite name probably I've ever seen. I wish I was in either way that creative when I coming up with names.
Yes, so Lane, since we got you on the mic, anything new this week?
Well, obviously I unboxed Throne Boba the other day.
Oh, you did?
And,
nice.
Yep. And I don't have my camera set, so I couldn't at least have, Brothers of Boba here or something, so he could be set up to my side. But tomorrow night I'm gonna unboxing finally Dark Trooper, which I can't wait to finally do. And then after that, I'm kind of whenever Hottoys decides to finally send something and say, hey, something's not delayed. Not Hottoys, Sideshow. Or somebody says, hey, guess what? Stuff is coming. Or, hey, Hottoys says, we got pictures. Aren't you excited? When we used to do this, for everything else. But, plenty of other stuff. In October, I already know, I got a statue that I, ordered a year and something ago. Mm-hmm. It's finally supposed to be final shipping to me, so I'm really excited. I'm interested to see what you got. I know one thing I like with DonPrime is since he gets Transformers and lots of other stuff, usually means he's got plenty of things, whether different scale or size or something unique and bright and colorful usually is coming at some point here in the near future. And of course, we got the Comic-Con coming up, which is going to be part of what we're talking about. So I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, we'll have plenty of stuff to at least look at.
Yeah, plenty of content to talk about. So that's what I'm excited for. And that's what I want to do to stream today is our speculations of what we're going to see for New York Comic-Con. But before we get into that, Don, anything new with you?
Not too much. Oh, hi, Eddie. Thank you. Again, it's just one of those things getting prepped for con. Finally, getting all the last pieces of my cosplay. Then I'll just, last minute tweaks on stuff like that. Prepping what I'm going to bring there. Obviously, we'll bring some swag to give away. We'll give some battle packs. I know people have said that they're going to be there, and a few of us are going to be there. I'll be there all 4 days, so it's one of those things. Hey, just getting prepped and ready, and it's one of those things. Like Big Bad Toy Store, I'm actually pending a couple of orders, so unfortunately, I've had to move everything to my pile of loot because last year I was getting ready to go to Comic-Con. Literally, I'm at the train station. Big Bad Toy Store sends me an alert. Hey, you're getting shipped, and this item's now in stock, and it's shipping out. So,
wow.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's working out that the same thing is going to happen again for Judge Q. So it's the last time I'm ever going to order a Star Trek figure from Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, they keep sending you stuff too early while you're out and about.
Well, I mean, I also have the Hottoys, the cane, but the battle damage version with the screen out, because the normal version just came out. So there's usually a 2 to 3 week delay, and that's the timeline perfectly fits for when I'm going to be traveling. And of course, I have everything set for UPS priority mail, which means they'll ship it immediately because it's a higher end shipping, and then it'll arrive at my house, and then I either have to have a neighbor get it or, I risk getting it
you gotta scramble. I got you. You got to scramble. Hey, Thule, what's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. I want to say hello there to everyone in the chat. And also, we got something I want to talk about, too, because there's I need to find out from you guys which is the next Geekin Out shirt it's going to be. So show those off in just a minute. I already showed DonPrime as needs see a voting which one is the better version to go to the next two shirts anyway that I'm gonna be putting up on the Geekin Out store. But hey, CMB, anything new with you? Any new figures that you've been hunting down?
Just right now I'm looking at some. I got some I'm looking at a couple of different sites, so I'm trying to hunt down a couple of things. I mean, they're all new releases, no grails or like a real actual hunt. Just looking for the deals and deciding if what's good, pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. Now I got you. Yeah. Let me see. I haven't hunted a grail in a while because I picked up like the first thing I did when I started collecting is to get rid of all my grail urges. So I picked up all the grails I wanted before, in between getting some of the more in stock retail stuff, and then I was going back and forth like, okay, gonna get this grail. I sold, but the thing is, I sold deals on grails. I'm like, I could not resist, you know. So
Yeah, cool.
I had to make those calls. I'm like, yeah, you be seeing these grails that go for $500-$600, half the price on freaking Facebook, and they're either pre-owned or still new in the box. I'm like, yeah, I'll hunt that down. So, MP is asking, hey Nate, did you get the Game Toy Zach yet? No, I didn't. I missed my pre-order on that, but I did pre-order the Cloud and Finry bike. So that one's gonna go with my set it off. So I'm good. So I'm good. I don't need Zach, but I will be following Game Toys a lot more. With great respects, because I do want to pre-order the next few from Game Toys, whether it's Cerberus or it could be any of the other characters that pop into play in the future. I'm hoping they do, because they're doing a fine job with the Final Fantasy line. And wow, Loco Lu is in the house. Wow,
always flexing
What's
tonight.
poppin', people? Hold on. Someone else wants to say what's poppin', people.
What's poppin', people?
Hey.
oh my God, you got
Oh my God.
you got your mini you doing it too. Oh good God.
Penny. Let them know. Rock and roller. Roller.
Wow.
So what's poppin', people? Are we happy with Cobb Vanth? Are we happy with everything?
Now you want to talk? Oh, you want to talk about Cobb Vanth? Okay. Look, we've look. There are those that said this day will never come. Mm-hmm. What are they to say now? I know who said this won't come out. I know who you are, but here it is.
Was it me? Did I say that?
I didn't say it was you. I didn't say it was you. I didn't say it was you.
Or did I say the same long lines that you said was, if they give this without a head sculpt, it's not going to sell.
Now I know you said that. I know you said that.
Hotcakes. It's hotcakes. I think we're in agreement. We want that event. We want that.
Oh
event
yeah.
Because every appearance he's been in, it's meaningful. That's a meaningful character.
Yep.
So
he drives the plot along.
Bingo. He helps drive the plot along, especially for the plot that's happening now. Mm-hmm. And we just got to wait to see what's going to be the outcome. And you don't want to miss on the first one. You never want to miss on the first one.
Yeah, right now, if this head sculpt comes out a banger, man, I'm getting two of these. I need one with the head sculpt on and one with the helmet. And you know what else? I am hoping that this set does come. Like, it'd be nice. I doubt it, but it'd be cool if this set comes with the Anakin speeder bike pod, speeder bike that he was riding, because in the pod racer that Anakin was using one of the engines Cobb Vanth was using it into a pretty much a jerry-rigged speeder bike at that point.
Now, what do you? Now, I potentially could be something like the deluxe set, including the box of spice that he kicked over. That
box of spice.
Yeah, and they're like, "This is worth more than your village." Something like that.
Maybe the bottle of Spaska and a couple of cups, like in the saloon,
or the spigot.
The battle.
Or maybe he'll
bet.
come with a battle damage deputy. Oh.
Oh,
Battle
burn.
damage
Burn
deputy.
damage.
Freeze, just cheese that frame.
Yo.
Yeah.
I want the bar diorama set. That'd be cool too. That's where Jazz Inc could come in. Just do another diorama set.
Oh, no.
Who said
I mean,
what?
I don't want my bar counter to be misaligned.
Ooh.
or looked like it was
Shots
painted.
fired.
Oh, I won't go there.
Well, it's a bar, and it was like it's not even well
then
kept
he
up.
could get
So
away with the paint apps then.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the products still have to align.
The products still have to align, you know. Like I said, I don't want to have the bar counter like.
Well, I heard Jazz did good diorama sets before, so.
Yeah, when he was literally doing like 1 or 2 offs, like when he was literally making runs of 20 or 25 at a piece. Now that he's actually going high end, and again, it's nothing against him personally, but when he has to have like his father do, you know, certain painting details and things like that. And again, I'm not talking in conjecture. He's gone out and said, and there's videos of that where he has family members help. I mean, all the best to him for starting his own business, but at that point, you need to hire professionals, especially if you're charging an excess amount for, you know, something that's supposed to be the high-end quality vehicles. I mean, you see some of these pictures of the Batmobile, the 66 one, like the pinstriping, and again, C&B has talked about this multiple times. They use the wrong type of paint. They use the wrong type of brushes. They use the wrong type of application techniques. There's issues with painting and detailing in the cockpit. And it's one of those things. There are going to be people who are literally just going to be happy that they have it, and they're going to say, oh, it's battle damage, and you can only see it, you know, if you look up close, but that's still not the point. You know, if you're paying a high-end premium price for a product, you should get that on the back end for what you receive. So,
Yep, it should look flawless up close and at a distance.
Speaking of flawless, though, this Cobb Vanth is looking real nice. Not gonna lie, I was worried. I was really worried about this headsculpt because we got lucky because freaking Doc's missile was spreading the naysay on this. But you know, whenever he does that, the figure is coming out soon. You know, so I gotta clip him because I need to find out what exactly he says in order to get these figures out. Like, I need him to start saying naysay on Rancor. I need him to start saying naysay on N1 Starfighter, because whenever Doc does that, it gets released. Or gets
whenever
again.
it's whenever Doc says blank figure will never happen. That's when it happens. So when he uses the word never happen, that's when it comes out.
well, I mean, look at Morbius. Look at Morbius.
Yes.
Morbid time.
Yeah, I mean, Doc personally himself willed that from the universe to occur.
Oh,
I really want to
saw
get a
the film.
second head sculpt of Cobb Vanth and then kit bash it to Raylan Givens from Justified.
I was doing. I can't be the only one who was thinking that.
Yeah, making an older Givens. Yeah, that would look badass.
Or what about like a retired hitman?
Where he's actually grown his hair out, not bald no more. Kind of like an old man Rex, but an old man Agent 47.
Yep.
An old man Agent 47.
Oh, wow.
So let me hear you guys' thoughts.
47.
So Lou, what's your thoughts so far on the Cobb Vanth right now?
Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be one of those figures that I'm gonna have in my collection for the Mandoverse. Everything that's I'll cherry pick OT stuff, cherry pick a couple of the clone stuff, and Mandalorian. It looks like I'm gonna end up being all in for individual slots, like, you know, OG Mando with Blurg, Quill, Blurg, Chrome with the Scouter bike, the old deluxe that we had with Grogu, and gotta get Vanth because, dude, Cobb Vanth, he's a must-have. He's a must-have in my opinion for those who like the actor, love his portrayal of the character, and are familiar with the story that's going on right now. This is like, how can I put this? This guy right here is along the lines of, I don't want to say Han Solo. He's more like a Lando to Mando. A Lando to Mando. How you like that?
Mando's Lando.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
not
go.
too bad. I
Mando's
can see
Lando.
that. I can see that. That's not too bad. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, some people might say that's Grief Karga.
It could be
Mando's
Grief
Lando.
Karga. Well, yeah, you could do that, but then again, I feel like Karga's more like.
He's more like his boss. That's the thing. He's more like his boss.
Well, not anymore though. Not after season 1 though.
Well, he still comes to him for either work and stuff. So he has.
Yeah,
he
but
has
then
done
Grief
that before.
Karga also puts him to work. Remember, they took down the Imperial facility.
Yeah, his boss. Yeah, his boss. That's what
His
I'm saying.
boss.
He's his boss.
But he did it.
Boss.
But when he did it, it was almost like a barter system because he got the Razor Crest all fixed up for free.
Yeah, I still see him as his boss.
Okay.
I still see him as boss. So Lane, will you be picking up the Cobb Vanth if Hottoys drops it for New York Comic Con? That's what I'm thinking. This is going to be if they're showing off the headsculpt right now, Hottoys and Sideshow. This is going to what's up?
You literally took the point I was going to make is that I was about to think I see this guy as possibly a New York Comic Con.
New York Comic Con, nice.
Possibly is what I was thinking. Maybe. I mean, we already have some other possible contenders, but him just magically showing up like this with a head sculpt and stuff, not being available necessarily. And I think by this point for him coming out, since we're so far removed even from second season of Mando, for getting a figure announced from that line now, it makes more sense where they may have done a limited run for him, maybe as an exclusive figure. Because we've seen the body and stuff like that a few times, and the armor and stuff like that, whether on Poop Boba or we've seen just obviously here recently with the prototype. So if they're going to do it, this is as good a time as anything and everything. And probably for him, if they've been seeing maybe some more characters like Wheel and stuff had maybe sold, maybe it makes sense to do a limited run. Because the hardcore fans of Mando who are Hot Toys collectors are going to buy them,
Yeah, a lot of people that already bought Cad Bane are already saying on the chat that, hey, this is going to go with my Cad Bane. I'm like, yeah, to set up the
showdown.
The quick draw showdown.
The recommendation to stop.
Yeah.
It's called a duel. Even with pistols, it's called a duel.
Yeah, it was that was a great scene with Cobb Vanth. And because if we were getting any figure, going forward of him, he's obviously going to be some form of cyborg or something, or have some cyborg armor or whatever he would have. So it wouldn't be the original version we saw at the beginning of season 2 in this armor. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if they release this, if they decide to release another Cobb Vanth in the near future, he's gonna have to show off some badassery with that look in the show or the film before I can go and buy that version, because this is gonna be the Cobb Vanth for me.
Yeah, we're gonna get Robo Cobb. Remember?
Yeah, it's gonna be Winter Soldier Vanth.
Robo Cobb.
Winter Soldier Vanth.
Cobb.
Yep.
Winter Vanth.
Star Wars, we have RoboCop the movie, but in Star Wars it's RoboCop.
Ooh.
Coming with me.
Yeah.
Nerperter.
So
remember when Cobb shot that guy in the dick?
Oh, dear love.
Oh, you remind me of that picture I posted where that girl was wearing the T-shirt.
I know that's what triggered it. I just thought of that picture. Yep.
Dude, that smile he had, you could tell he was digging that shirt.
Yep.
So, CMB, let me know your thoughts on the Cobb Vanth.
Man, I like the head sculpt. I always wanted to figure when we've been talking about it to begin with. I was a little worried that we weren't going to get a head sculpt because I wanted to display Cobb without the helmet,
Yeah.
Because, he's more known for when he takes it off and then trades it with Mando, and, he's the sheriff and all that. So I want to give him that sheriff look. So
it would have been it would have been the service if they did that.
Yeah, exactly. And then from what we're hearing, you're able to take all the armor off too. So,
yeah.
So OG fan with the $2 super chat, y'all. Pheonix or Sarlacc Survivor Fett, if you please, Lane.
Ooh.
So wait, so he's asking Pheonix or Sarlacc Survivor Fett. Oh, so
Well,
so
he's asking for the name because he called it bird poop. It's not bird poop. It's
okay.
the Phoenix Rising Boba Fett. We know this.
I prefer the
I
Phoenix Rising. I prefer the reason.
Phoenix Rising Fett would probably be better than the Starlight Survivor because then he's just covered in Starlight spit.
Just call him Acid Burn.
I had to throw in the goats. I gotta bring them back. I haven't heard them in a minute.
Well, I mean, if he's called Acid Bird, then we need Zero Cool. Just gonna.
No, that's why I was saying, before the gun started screaming, I was like, I was gonna say hacker reference.
Well, yeah. Thank you. Serial killer.
But yeah, guys, I think that Cobb Vanth is gonna get released for pre-order because if they're showing off the headsculpt now, they're probably gonna show him off in the Sideshow Con in the next few days, and we'll have him for New York Comic Con. So, well, Sideshow Con. It's because Sideshow Con is doing their own thing now, where they're gonna be, I guess, displaying all the figures like last year, kind of like their own New York Comic Con, but they can't be over there. So, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see, I want to see what he comes with accessories because at the end of the day, he's coming home. It doesn't matter. He is coming home, and he does fall along lines of the Boba Fett list as well. Like, you must collect the Boba Fett. He does fit in that Boba Fett list.
Barely,
but still it's a Boba Fett variant, and you gotta get two of these. One with the head sculpt and one with the regular Boba Fett. You put him in the Boba Fett line. And one with the Boba Fett.
Remember, Cobb did tell Mando that wearing the armors kept the town safe because they thought that Mando was protecting the town.
Yeah, but that was more like scaring people off who did.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying you can use him as a variant in your display because he was referring. Remember, he just said, "Yeah, well, people think I'm a Mandalorian. It just helps to protect the town."
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, that also has to give you some type of credence of how badass is Cobb Vanth, even though he wore the armor and he was smart enough to let people believe that he was there. He was attacking their mind before he even attacked them, and you saw it. He had no problems going against Cad Bane, even though he took one. He gave two shits. He wanted to make sure that he did things right.
And he knew how to use the armor because you see when he launches the missile from the backpack.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he definitely knew how to use it.
And he definitely knew how to fly like Boba Fett at the last time he wore that rocket.
maybe Denobi wants to bury it with the Boba. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Damn. Oh my god. No, it'll be the sequel. It'll be the sequel because he's gonna do the video first, and then he has to come back when he gets this in like 2 years, right? And then do the sequel video to that. Like, he tried to come in and he tried to go in and save Boba Fett, but Boba Fett gets destroyed by Cad Bane. No, but then Cobb Vanth gets destroyed by Cad Bane. Oh my god.
It's a circle. It's a circle.
Of life.
A death.
But all right, guys. So I guess let's move on. My next on the list that I am looking forward to for New York Comic Con, and I'm hoping this is the piece that pretty much starts breaking people's walls, because from what I heard from Monica, there's something that's being. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Okay, he's fine. Everybody, he's fine. So. From what I heard from Monica, because the day when the event starts for HK with the Hottoys and stuff, it's supposed to be like Steamy Day as well. You know, the stimulus checks going out that day, and Hottoys will be pretty much dropping some heavy hitters. And I'm hoping New York Comic Con they're bringing out the heat with the Vulture. This is what definitely hoping for. They've been showing this off as of late with multiple conventions, and this is a piece that what I've been hearing has the real leather with the jacket as well. So they've been updating this bad boy. So I'm hoping that this is the pre-order we get. One of the pre-orders we get with Comic-Con.
Yep, that's
They
my Marvel.
updated.
I picked a Marvel, a
Go
DC,
ahead,
and a Star
CB.
Wars. I picked a Marvel, a DC, and a Star Wars that I'd like to see at New York Comic Con. But you already beat me to it, Nate. This is the
Same.
one I wanted to see too. Is Vulture.
See, I'll tell you this though. I think what they're potentially doing is they're going to be doing two versions of this. What you're seeing essentially now is the base version. They'll probably throw in the Keaton head sculpts. Again, one version of it with this. Now they might. I'm thinking they may do a deluxe version where you potentially maybe get a second Keaton head sculpt, but you're also getting the actual base for the wings itself, like you saw in the movie, almost like the gantry where you have the walk upstairs. You have the mini platform, but then you have like the casing and the rigging that actually holds the wings. I'm thinking that might be the display base for the deluxe. Is you actually get, the gantry hold up set and the stairs that he goes up to.
That would be nice. Not gonna lie, if they include that, kind of like what they did with the Iron Man Mark 6 for Avengers. With that little display, like with the stairs going down. That would be pretty cool if they did something similar to this piece, just to sweeten the deal. And damn, a base like that would push this upwards to $700 out the door.
I'm not thinking, because I think they're gonna basically. I'm not saying they're gonna compromise the material of the wings, but they're gonna try and find that perfect spot where they're gonna put die cast in where it's needed, but then they're gonna put high quality plastic in wherever they can. Again, it's gonna save money. It's gonna cut down on the weight, and it's gonna make things easier for it to display. And again, if they do the deluxe gantry display instead of a normal base. And again, gantry is just a universal term for it holding the wing set, but they can do not necessarily cheaper material. It'll just be cheaper for them to produce it if the wing set is made with that in mind. Again, I'm just spitballing here, but I'm thinking with all the deluxe versions they've been doing with all the high-end bases, and again, specifically for Spider-Man, that's why I'm mentioning this. I think if they do a deluxe version, it's going to come essentially like with the wing holding gantry set. Again, only because it's a Spider-Man figure. And look at all the other Spider-Man figures in their special bases that have been coming out. If this was, not related to Spider-Man, I would say, hey, this is essentially it. You're going to get the stand you're basically seeing, maybe with an additional peg port. So,
all right. So, Loco Lu, let me hear your thoughts about this one. Do you think they'll be releasing this one for pre-order this New York Comic Con?
Hope so. So I hope to see it, and I want to see what the listing is going to be. If the jacket is going to be actually leather, because that's what I'm hoping for. Jazz did give us one with a leather piece. The jacket itself with the shorter fur around the neck, that's more accurate than the one that Jazz gave us, even though the one that Jazz gave us is very nice. The articulation on this one looks a lot better. As far as the base is concerned, I don't a deluxe on this particular piece just due to the simple fact that it may be an exclusive situation like they've been doing, where you get two SKUs, one comes with one accessory or maybe a few little chats, and you get the base figure. As far as like the extra bases and stuff like that, this will put this figure in an even higher price point because his wings are so massive. It's going to be way bigger than Captain America, Falcon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, way bigger.
Way bigger. So you're looking at a price tag that could potentially be $700 by itself, right?
I'm thinking 700.
If we're talking a little bit of die cast, some leather, fully articulated with a little extra, goodies on the side, you're looking at a higher price point. And with the prices that are going on with, Marvel and stuff like that, you're seeing it. It's going to happen with the Doctor Strange stuff, and they're going to give us a Keaton head sculpt. It's going to be a hefty price tag for that. They're not going to want to kind of want to kind of shoot themselves in the foot by making it too high out of people's, but enough where it's like, okay, this is gonna, keep us green for a little bit. Like this could just like Electro. Electro don't come with no extra stuff. He come with no extra stuff, but you can buy your base separate, a deluxe piece with Spider-Man or Goblin or even Doc Ock. But it's an exclusive. It's not so much as a deluxe. It's more of like the exclusive pieces is this, and then you got this.
Yeah.
So it's that exclusive niche, not so much of a deluxe, because there's nothing really deluxe about it unless they're giving us the base, and I think that's going to add the price tag a little bit too high. But I do want to see this one. This is something I do want to see. I'm more anticipated to see this than anything else.
Yeah. From what Payne is saying, Sideshow did say it will have a leather jacket and a head sculpt. So we're pretty much looking forward to that. But the thing is, I'm hoping they don't. I hope Hot Toys doesn't change their minds later. But I'm hoping they stick to it from what they said. OG fan says Spider-Man and the Sandman base is 500 at all in. So 700, 800 is not out of the question here for Vulture. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If they was going to include the base and with the head sculpt, the accessories, it'll probably be about $700 out the door.
Yeah, and again, that's where my train of thought is coming from. And again, look at all the recent Spider-Man stuff. They're including the high-end bases as a deluxe option. Why would not they do that with Vulture? Again, that might be the extremely limited run. I'm just saying it might be extremely limited.
So let's hear Lane. Lane, is this a piece that you would be interested in getting, or were you ever interested in the Iron Scavenger from Jazzing? Oh, you never were.
Yeah, no, I was never going to get this. You remember my reaction with the Wonder Woman with wings, and that, of course, that one I think lengthwise is actually like 3 feet longer, and themselves any which way, so they're pretty massive. But the Iron Scavenger, I think easily this one will be 500. Like so that, I think
Jazz
500.
Jazz Inc. is 600, and then out the door with the shipping makes it about $700. So I'm guessing it will be about that range with the Vulture, or a little cheaper than that. But we'll see what happens, because the head sculpt does carry a heavy toll as well.
It might get Keaton's face sculpt, which could, hey, if they get able to get it for this guy, maybe gives hope that the Keaton Batman, if it ever gets put up for pre-order, we could get a Michael Keaton, just full facial sculpt on that figure. Even if they use some of this one as the basis, even though he's obviously much older than when he originally appeared in Batman 89. But I think this figure is going to be out. If I had to say for one time, if Hot Toys were ever going to try and do a collectible figure, where like it would be a numbered style figure or something like that. I know I mentioned it once before or something like that, where it'd be a very limited production one for the collectability of it, because just the price point and everything is going to eliminate a lot of customers for it anyway. I think something like this guy would be perfect for it. It's like a $600-700 figure. Just include, like J&D is supposed to be doing their platinum statue or whatever, so they can make it more expensive or give it a different name. Maybe this is a special type of DX or something, or like you guys are saying, this guy's $650, but it's got all the best bells and whistles, all like the leather jacket. It's got everything to it. And like, it's, I don't know, just random thing. Let's say they're going to do 250 of them. Like, that's how many worldwide they're doing. So they actually, and even then it might take a little while to sell all of them for the price point. But like, this would be a perfect thing for something like that, because I think it would get people like leaving out, because obviously we never encourage FOMO necessarily diving in. But, it would, like, it would make you have to kind of make your mind up if you wanted to go for it. It lets you know it's a, if they're upfront saying, hey, this is numbered and we are making sure this is premium, like everything that you want from a Hot Toys figure, we're making sure it's well made. It's going to be like leather, multiple head sculpts, maybe along with just having, the mass version, like all that kind of stuff. This is how much it's going to cost. You're paying for the premium price, but this is like a special kind of type of release. This, if they were going to ever do something like that, I think would be a perfect figure for it. You know, because I think having a number for it would help encourage people and get them excited for it because it's something different. Because this is a really expensive figure. You know,
well,
even
at this point, it is going to be more limited because of the price, and not many people are going to be hopping on this one because it's sort of like pretty much a vehicle. But Jonathan OK is asking, is this considered a vehicle by the Nobi 2 standard? Hell to the nah! Are you out of
It doesn't have 4 wheels.
mind? It doesn't have freaking 4 wheels. What are you doing?
Wait,
what
so
are you freaking doing? What's wrong with you? You out of your damn mind? Does it have 4 wheels, man?
Does the Nobi not? Wait a minute though. So does the Nobi not consider a speeder bike or a swoop bike a vehicle?
No.
The last time I checked, that
he doesn't consider my 4-wheel Humvee a vehicle because it's not light up.
Okay.
Motorcycles are not vehicles either.
Senior Denobi, I would disagree with him on that one because my staff over in the corner is a vehicle because you know what it does? Fly and move through the air. That's a vehicle.
Careful, Lane. He's gonna give you.
Yeah, but the way,
I'm sure
and he'd say that the way that the thrusters are set up, it'd burn a human's legs right off.
Well, you know that's a possibility too. But that's also why it's space opera fantasy.
I know, Lane. It's all good.
I know. I'm not saying you, but I think we get lost sometimes. Forgetting that Star Wars is supposed to be a soap opera space fantasy with sci-fi elements. That's more like what it is. So, but yes, I would disagree a little bit though. The getting the speeder bike with the Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper, that is a vehicle, even if it doesn't have 4 wheels. I mean, you can make an argument then that is the flight mode for Back to the Future 2 DeLorean still a vehicle.
Well, it still has 4 wheels though.
Wheels.
But CT603 is asking, well, it's saying, I would be surprised if they rolled this out prior to locking in the Goblin and Octopus numbers, which would let them know if this is a project is viable. Well, for this one, they are going to release it, but the thing is, this one's going to be more of a gift than an actual profit in their end, because I'm betting they're probably going to be losing money with this release because not many people are going to pre-order this.
This is
because
for
of how expensive it's going to be, how big it is.
So it's another cyborg. It's a fan service.
Yeah, it's a fan service. I feel it's going to be a fan service mixed in with the Hulkbuster.
Well, what if this is an answer to InArts, though? What if this is Hot Toys' back-end answer? Say, hey, InArts, you talk about high-end quality, you talk about all of this. Boom. You looking for this?
I don't think it's an answer. More of an answer is if InArt drops the Batmobile out of freaking nowhere, and then Hot Toys like, okay, we'll drop our. That's an answer. But this, they've been throwing this out since they threw this prototype out like 2016, 17. Yeah,
exactly. And then it went in the shelves, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, we can bring this back. And then, again, maybe it's because the other third-party companies, they're like, hey, we can do this. And now it's like Hot Toys is like, yeah, we got to get off our ass and actually produce this.
Don, remember, it's usually that the third parties are getting whiff that they're going to be, Hot Toys is going to be releasing something, and then they drop something first. That's how the pattern is. Remember the
again, and I'll just tell you this though:
dropped the Valkyrie first, and then Hot Toys 6 months later dropped theirs. It's sort of like what happened with the Loki as well.
Yeah, but remember though, and this might be the exception to the rule though. Remember, again, we're gonna bring him up again. Jost was looking to do the DeLorean, and then all of a sudden, Hot Toys got wind of it. And then because Jazzy was actually going for the license, he wasn't trying to third party anything. He was actually going for the license, and apparently Hot Toys had like a first refusal right. So when they got the news of that, then Hot Toys was like, crap, we need to actually put this back into production to keep the rights. You know, kind of like the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie. Like he made it just to make it to keep the rights. He had no actual intention of releasing it. The difference is Hot Toys actually has to release a product to continue to hold on to the license.
Don, I think that's the more legitimate one out of all of them right now. I think that's more legitimate. The answer to
if they put this guy
that's more legitimate.
Okay.
They also would allow for completionists of the MCU version of Spider-Man because all the villains then would pretty much be out in some form or fashion to have them. You know, to have the complete thing, along with all the Sinister Six or Sinister Five, I guess, from No Way Home, and then with also having Mysterio out too. So you could have quite an impressive setup. I mean, you could have quite an, you know, obviously not till 2024, but by 2024, you could have a very impressive MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man setup.
Yeah, but impressive villain setup.
So CMB, I got you on the mic. Your thoughts on the Vulture? You have a feeling it's going to be setting up for pre-order this New York Comic Con?
I would like to see it. I would hope so. I mean, you know, after all these years, the latest con is when we got this actually shown. So, I mean, I don't think that it's going to be the last time that Hottoys shows this figure. So, I mean, I could definitely see it at the con for them to show it off again. Because, like we've seen before, usually if they show a figure multiple times in multiple areas, like events, that's usually when we see that actually come to fruition. So I'm hoping that if we do see this at New York Comic Con, they'll either pull the trigger then to announce that it's for pre-order, or if it's just another thing, like one more con will show up and then they'll announce it. I know it's hard to say right now, but what I do feel is like they're showing this to show us that it is coming. It's not a flex to be like, hey, we did it just to do it. I think they actually want to put this out. I feel that because of what happened back in 2020, when this was a coming soon thing, it caused them to have to put this on the back burner and focus on other things that they could get out faster, so that way they could have a revenue. Yeah, so they could have revenue coming in. Whereas, you know, if they were to drop this when that happened, nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, $700. Yeah, I mean, the world events, I'll totally spend $700.
Yeah, it means my stimmy check on this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because at the time nobody knew that we were getting stimmy checks or anything yet. So I feel like they probably put this on the back burner to focus on other things to get revenue in. Once they were caught up with profits, that's when they said, hey, you know what? Now we're going to show this off at a con. Now we actually have the funds. We're going to put this to move forward.
See, Matt is asking, where did Sideshow say this is happening? Well, Hottoys just been dropping, you know, prototypes, and Sideshow's been talking about the actual details of what is going into this figure the past few Sideshow Cons, especially Summer Sideshow Con, or Summer Showcase Sideshow Con.
San Diego Comic-Con itself, they actually were there, and they were given details and were told specifically that a Keaton head sculpt would be coming. And that was said on their live stream, and they specifically said that was details that were given to them by Hottoys. Again, so they're only being given information which Hottoys supposedly told them. And again, that was during one of their San Diego Comic-Con streams from actual on-site location at con at their booth area. So, and again, this was in July, and you could probably go and look at the Sideshow, you know, San Diego Comic-Con in booth on location streams and see it. But yeah, they actually did go on one of their live streams and say this was going to happen and it's coming with a Keaton head sculpt, but that is still in development. That's why it was not shown. So,
but all right, I guess we'll move on from this one because this is going to be a definite pre-order as well. I know people are saying this. Someone said in the chat this could be a waitlisted version. I don't think this will get waitlisted unless this becomes sort of like what happened to the quarter scale Iron Man, where not enough pre-orders getting in, and it'll all depend on how well the pre-orders are in the very beginning. If this is like a bestseller that sits for a while in the bestsellers top list, then that gives you the idea that this will be you know, readily available. But also this is Marvel as well. Once they scale Marvel figures tend to sit for a little bit longer than your regular Hot Toy Star Wars, and especially your quarter scale PCs. So it's all about just maintaining vigilance on this. If you're looking to try and wait for a possible discounted price on this, I know people are already planning, like if this does drop, they're going to use their points, they're going to use their coupons just to get this immediately out the door the moment it drops. So if you guys been preparing your points, there you go. The time is to act now.
You know what? I could potentially see this actually dropping for pre-order around January, February when people start getting tax returns. Realistically,
that I'll be the N1 Starfighter.
Yep.
Well, that is true
N1.
as well.
I'll be the N1 Starfighter. I'm guessing around that time, either Hot Toys will drop the N1 Starfighter for my faith. Having faith in Hot Toys dropping the N1. I would drop it either before the new Mandalorian show, season 3, or a little after. Kind of like what they did with the Beskar Mando season 2 versions. They probably could do the same thing with the season 3 Beskar Mando with the N1 Starfire. So those are my thoughts.
So Nate is saying, do not be the guy who on January 31st has $300 of your Sideshow points expire.
Don't be the guy to sell a dark side energy.
And just drop it on the. Oh damn!
Loco with the burn.
Loco Lu, what you doing, Loco? Damn!
I
heard that whisper too. I heard that whisper too, bro.
The thing is, the sad thing is, he says that is I nearly bought a dark side Anakin today that someone was putting up for $550.
Oh, you're trying to come
What
back.
was wrong with it, Lane? What was wrong with it?
Nothing as far as I could tell.
Then why didn't you buy it?
Because I decided not to spend $550 on it because I got
on a figure you sold for how much?
$815.
That's net economics, my friend.
You
can get your figure back at a profit.
I am going to be spending a lot of money on Hot Toys in a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry. I think that's worse than my fumble on the Hulkbuster. Just saying. Because it's once, twice, 3 times.
But damn, I completely forgot. Almost, Loco Lu, man, you reminded me of the freaking Dark Side Anakin. I completely forgot about that until now. Shoot, wow.
Thanks, Lou. You're the best.
I know, Lane. Don't worry. Nate reminds me. So does CNB remind me all the time. Even Don reminds me all the time. Hulkbuster, anyone? So I get my burns too. It's just that I miss you, and I'm like I had to whisper it. That's why I didn't say it out loud.
Well, we heard the whisper. So the other one on my other one on my list is the ATRT.
Yes.
ATRT. If Attack of the Clones second wave is supposed to be for New York Comic-Con, right? The second wave, Attack of the Clones. The Attack of the Clones second wave, this would be the jump start for that second wave right here. The ATRT up for pre-order.
I would agree.
This is a massive piece, guys. This is a massive.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
For me, I'm hoping for a decent price because a price I can work with. I'm guessing it'll be about a little bit more than the Blurg, in a way, maybe 400, 500. That would around that price would definitely help me manage getting 2 of these army build on 2 because I wouldn't mind getting 2 of these.
I think 1 should suffice, honestly. But yeah, this is also on my list. I want to see this so bad because that's what's holding me up for setting things up. Because I'm like, I think this setup is small. I need to go bigger. Because you got Mandalorian swoop bike, the speeder bike trooper, the Endor version. The OT version. Then you got the Clone Wars double bike with a passenger seat, and then you got this.
The Bark Speeders, yeah.
Bark Speeders, yeah, exactly. So you're looking at a lot of space. That's why I'm like, I think I need more space because that's a big one. You know what I mean? That's a big one.
Now
that's what she said.
Now that when people were saying that, hey, you gotta be careful with some of the waitlisted figures that might happen before release. This one I think would be put in that set because one, the price and the size. Some people might decide they don't even want to get this because of the spacing and the price as well. So this might be in that allotment of figures that will probably get hit by that waitlist. Waitlist before release.
Yeah. I just hope it's the same price as a Blurg. That's what my hope is. I hope it's the same price as a Blurg. It's affordable, and it's going to take up a lot of space. But for me, one's good enough.
Yeah, I think one is fine. Yeah, one is fine.
But I know you got to army build everything. Nate.
Yeah, I know.
Rule of two.
I know.
I get you.
I'm on my damn mind. Yeah, I'm like, I'm hating myself. I'm hating myself for this one because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to get 2 of these. They look so nice, just 2 of them.
With your 3 bark speeders, you're literally building your own mini warfare scene.
Yeah, I need 3. I need 3 bark speeders though. I need 3 of them. 2 of the heavies, and then 1 of Appa. So Commander Apps. I need to get 1 Commander Apps and 2 Apps. 2 of the heavy speeders.
So you're building your own Clone Wars element.
Yeah, my own Clone Wars brigade right now.
Well, element, yeah.
I'm just gonna say, Nate. It sounds like you've been taking like Hot Toys collecting lessons from Sean for army building.
Yeah, when he's like, "Hey, I went through my stuff. I found like 10 unboxed Hot Toys."
Yeah, or he's just like, "I got 6 Dark Troopers."
What?
What? Damn. So let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. Don, how you feel about the about this piece? Do you think you'll be able to pick this up and set this up on your emoji case?
I could, yeah, but am I going to? No, there's no reason for me.
Am I going to? No.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've got to be a hardcore enthusiast of the Clone Wars character. I mean, specifically for the cartoon. Yeah, granted, this was in Revenge of the Sith, but it's kind of a blink and miss it type scene. So, I mean, this is speaking of the hardcore enthusiast. Again, if you want this, the vehicle, great. Like other people are saying, I think the helmet looks atrocious. I mean, it's almost like that baseball glove, untreated leather for the face, shields is going on, and it doesn't look right. Aesthetically, it's not pleasing, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, I've seen people already complain about the look there. I'm hoping you'll be able to remove it at some point. I guess you won't be able to, unless they're going to give you different versions of the helmet.
I mean, it's supposed to be that white material, almost like the Stormtrooper has. The Snowtrooper.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Nate, are you getting a mod case for them vehicles? Nah, I'm building my own mod case for them, so I'll be fine just building my own mod case. Because the thing is, mod cases they take forever. So even if I pay off one, it's gonna take forever to get over here. So I'll just wait till I just build my own. So that's what I'm planning to do.
And then even when you get one, you're at the behest of UPS not destroying it.
Yeah, so I'd rather just build my own.
Yeah.
Max is saying, someone please sit Nate down and tell him he has an addiction. Are you out of your damn mind? No! No!
We can't.
No, I'm out of my damn mind. No.
The court rules. Out of line. Dun, dun.
We can't sit him down and tell me he has an addiction because
I don't got an addiction, man.
We also have the same addiction.
We all have it in various forms or fashion. Like we're all addicted.
Be a high pot, my name is Kettle type of situation.
Yeah, like hold on, I'll tell you what I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the AAA meeting, but for collectors of Hot Toys and rare antiquities.
Oh my God, man. Yeah.
Who has taught you these lies?
Who has taught you these lies, Mags? Also, hey, DonPrime.
Nice time.
Yeah.
Mags win a pack.
Well, who does?
Mags. He won a battle.
All right. So let's give another one later. So Max, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. The DonPrime will send you a battle pack. So again, this is the other stuff I got. So like these are the like the Joy Toy 125 mechs.
They're love those.
Yeah, I mean, in this one actually, it didn't come with a figure because it's just the base mech, but it still has the full drop down canopy.
Cockpit?
Yeah, sorry, cockpit. But this one is different because the cockpit is actually fully removable, so you can do it as an autonomous drone, or you can put one, buy a separate figure or another figure you have, and then install it, like it's an actual drone. And then, yeah. So these things are awesome. This was $40. Not too bad because the other ones, the higher end ones, are like 75 to 100, and then it's for the 125th, like the 118th ones. Those are like 150 starting, but those are bigger than 1/6 scale figures. So it's all depending on what you can fit.
So see, I know Lane is out right now. Lane, are you still here? CMB. So are you interested in picking up the ATR team?
Yep, sure am.
Oh,
I think it's definitely gonna have display presence. I mean, it's gonna be what, a little bit taller than the Blurg with Mando on top, or maybe possibly the same size. So I mean, if you can make room for the Blurg, then you should have room for this as well.
Wow. Yep. Nate's the victim. Yes, I'm the victim here. I'll
probably just get one though. Probably just get one.
You are gonna get one.
Yeah, what I want to do is like have him like kind of like in the middle, and then have a bunch of clones like marching around him, type of deal. So that way,
the infantry shield, like, right? Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm gonna have like each one of those bark speeders, so I don't want to have too much, because then that's just gonna start costing too much for me to afford.
Too much.
Maybe down the line later, if this thing goes on discount to where I can afford a second one, I'll hit it up. But right now, my focus is just to pick up one.
Yeah. For me, I want to get two, but you're just gonna get one.
For the beginning, like just because like I got so many other things on the list that I don't want to have to cancel anything, so I'll get one, and then if this ever does make it to like discount or sale or something like that, I'll pick it up.
Nah, I got you. What's your betting price on this one? What do you think would be the price? I'm hoping about 500, but
I'm thinking it could be this around the same price as Mando with Blurg. That's what I'm thinking, around that price range.
I'm thinking 580.
I mean, yeah, given because when they did announce the Blurg, yeah, inflation's gone up. So I'll say a little bit more than what the Blurg, Mando Blurg sold for, maybe $25 more than the Blurg Mando combo.
Mando combo is about 5 something, right? Five. Yeah, I could see that price. I could see that.
Yep.
Yeah, I do like the base on this though. The base is this the same base they use for? I don't know. I can't see it from here. But oh my god, I need that in my life. I need all that. I need all that in my life. But the base though, I think the base is similar to the Blurg, right? Let me see. I have another picture. Ooh.
I believe so. I believe it is the same as the Blurg, because that's what everybody was talking about. Was saying that, you know, why did they give the same base as a Blurg? But it's, you know, it's your typical Hot Toys default standard base with a clamshell type deal on top.
Yeah, I don't have another photo of that set. But yeah, this is the only one I have right now. Do I have anything else? No, this is all I have. So, all right. So, Lane, are you planning to pick one of these bad boys up?
No, this probably is going to be a pass. It's too big. I think it looks really. I knew that was coming. I think it looks really cool, but it's not something necessarily that I was, you know, like I said, it just showed up in the movie for a very short amount of time. There were some. I know that they did feature a little bit in the Clone Wars, a couple episodes. And
so Cisco Mafia is like, y'all crazy. Should be 385, 420 tops. It's basically an Anakin stacked a little larger, but it's close to a new sculptor mode. But
it's a clone.
Yeah, you're probably right. They'll up the. Well, the thing is too, we're also talking about like out the door price too. I'm thinking about 500 and up out the door. You know,
well, it is a new helmet mold. It is a new helmet mold.
Yeah.
Not to mention materials, shipping, and plate. All that's gone up. So you have to add that into the figure as well.
I mean, this thing also has like joints. You know, the joints are also articulated, which means they had to design, you know, and it's not one joint. They've actually had designed a multi-joint system, because you're going to have a joint at, you know, the hip at the actual base of the base control unit. Then you're going to have one at, you know, essentially the knee. Then you're going to have one at the ankle point. So just to say this is, you know, like the stat, no, there's a little bit more engineering, because again, you're going to need to have a 3-joint system on each leg that will correspond and won't break. So again, I'm not discounting what Six Scale Mafia is saying. I'm just saying it's a little more engineering than the Stap. There might be less actual physical plastic and materials involved, but the engineering is more in depth than the Stap. The Stap is just a one static piece.
So the regular Bark Speeder apps, right? Commander apps is pretty much 515, right?
And 610 for the other one with the extra pot on the back.
Yeah, I worst case I see it for this price. I see it for this price.
Think
right
so?
You mean best case?
Well, best case for me would be about 430 if we get lucky. But that.
Hey, what are you smoking? I want some of that.
I have faith there. I pulled in some CMB faith right here. Okay.
I mean, where's Doc?
Yeah.
I mean, Doc's the only one that can save us. Doc, put out a price, and we
Faith,
know it's
Doc.
not going to be right.
I think this is. I think the ATRT looks really cool, but if there were vehicle stuff, I would be more interested if I was aiming for something like, the Commander Appa with the Bark Speeder, or heck, probably even if a Star Wars vehicle right now, or in the near future, would maybe be the swoop bike with the Mando from season 2 or something like that.
Star Killer. The best case is $400 range. Faith, brother. Faith.
There you go. Yep.
You
Use
just
that
gotta have
low ball.
faith.
He'll be here, Alfred. I know it.
What makes you so sure?
Faith, Alfred. Faith.
Faith, Alfred. Faith.
Hey, when Faith runs off with Chastity, so.
Oh, damn.
But I think that's a cool vehicle, though. I mean, it's unique in comparison to other stuff we've had for Star Wars vehicles so far. Even
they've been on a vehicle train. They have been on a vehicle train as of late. So if we have not seen, from what I remember from Hot Toys history, they rarely even consider doing vehicles.
I mean, did we ever dream they were going to do a Bark Speeder, like, of all things? I mean, when those came out.
Well, here's the thing: if they've already
Howard's,
done the speeders,
interview.
it's not that difficult. It's basically a slight remold of the base mold. Again, you're going to have the same base frame. You're just adding accessory components onto it. You've already have the external frame, so to say. So as far as the Bark Speeders, it's not that expensive. Again, because they already have the base mold for the speeder. You're just adding on to that and then putting new front end accessories onto it. It's not that difficult. Now, if you're going to talk about other things that they potentially shown, that's what you're talking about with money. Like, again, they do the N1. That's a brand new mold. That's all new engineering. So, like the RT, that's a brand new mold. That's all new engineering. That's, all new CAD designs. That's, that's not something they could remold or adapt from.
I got you.
I find it's crazy that we're getting all these Star Wars vehicles, but a couple years ago, Howard did that interview saying why he didn't want to do the Jedi Starfighters because he said Star Wars vehicles were too intricate in design and it was very difficult for them. But here we are; they're starting to pump out all these Star Wars vehicles.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that was
wonder if he
what,
was
6
doing
years
that.
ago?
We're in the now, dog.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That was 6 years ago. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Said in
That
the
was 6
interview,
years ago.
But he said in the interview that they had no plans to make Star Wars. What I think is he was using distractions, smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors, yeah.
Theatricality and
Everybody-
deception
I
for the
think he really
initiated.
I think they were just, they had these planned and they were just getting their research team and R&D team to actually get the skills and the materials and the talent and everything. As time went by, they finally realized, you know what, we can do this now. Let's start pumping out Star Wars vehicles.
Theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are initiated, aren't we, Bruce? Members of the League of Shadows.
That's freaking Howard. Destroy our wallets right there.
Yep.
Dark Batman is our wallet. If it's this game destroyed, massacred.
Hey, Nate, Fan of Blacks wants to know, do we work?
Let me see. For the host, do you work by any chance? Because you live stream every day. We find our time. We find time. We find time to work. You know, we gotta find money, right, to pay off these Hot Toys, right? We gotta find work, right? Exactly.
Hey, I mean, look at me. I can't do the street thing.
The question isn't if we work; is do we sleep?
Oh, yeah. I
Bingo.
take
Nate can take off the glasses. Right
we don't sleep.
You sleep when you're dead.
Especially people like me and Nate.
Exactly. You get all the sleep.
Third shift flights. Third shift
these bags.
This is Nate having preparation for his next wave of 10 troopers coming in.
Nate says, "You see these bags? I do it for you, the people."
He's taking a trip and he ain't to Sleepy Town.
He is determined to live up to his catchphrase, "I am the victim."
Man. But hey, I think that's pretty much my list right now. Hey, do you guys have a list of figures you would like to see be up for pre-order or be revealed at Sideshow Con?
One that you didn't touch.
Ooh.
Which one?
From DC, I would like to see either a Batmobile teased or the Batfleck Justice Mobile teased to go with the tactical suit reissue.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Either or, I'm happy with either Batmobile. I'm cool with.
Well, here's the thing. I don't particularly see because here's the thing. Didn't Jazzy Inc. announce that he's doing a Snyderverse version? But he also, with the video, he has Snyder himself signing the plates because
that was the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Justice Mobile.
But they're now calling it the Snyderverse for the charity giveaway. I don't know if this is a rerun but essentially it's going to be limited. Snyder's actually already signed the plates, so I don't know if it's going to be a limited rerun of 100 or 150, but it's now the Snyderverse version.
Okay, well then Hot Toys could do the original one, Justice League, without the Snyderverse mobile.
Okay, yeah, like other people are saying, it's specifically labeled as a Snyderverse version now.
Yeah, because it's just, if Hot Toys is reissuing that Batfleck tactical suit, which is the Snyderverse one, and they did the Batman Superman 2-pack Snyderverse, what's to say that they don't have the license for the Justice Mobile for the Snyderverse? I mean, wouldn't they have the license if they already dropped 3 figures from Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I'm the victim here.
I'm the victim here. So yeah, this is the one they showed off at Shanghai store just recently. So me and CMB were talking. I'm like, dude, is this Hot Toys, man? You playing games with our hearts right here. You're playing games because my tactical Batman needs a home, and I put him right in there.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, remember back in the day, they invested all that money into that video to show us this badass Justice League Batmobile that was going to come, and it never showed up. So I'm wondering if their intent now is to, with the reissue of Batman Tactical Suit, is maybe they have that Justice League actually ready to go, or at least plan to move forward now instead of just that teaser video that we got years ago that never came to fruition.
Hey, Nate, I had one thing I wanted to comment on real quickly before going with this particular thing. To respond to a question that was asked a little bit earlier in relation to the throne for Throne Boba. The Throne Boba is not cheap plastic. The paintwork on it to me, is practically pretty immaculate. It has a very heft to it. It's not, it's not, what am I trying to forgetting the super word here. It's not hollow or anything. It has a lot of weight to it. It's not super heavy. You can still put it in a detolf shelf. You don't have to worry about it cracking or anything. But the throne is actually, to me, one of the coolest accessories Hot Toys has ever done. Like, ever. I think it's an amazing piece. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but he had asked that question a little while ago in chat. So I wanted to respond to it.
Yeah, I saw that question. So do you like it, though? Do you like the feel of it?
Oh yeah, it's great. I absolutely love this figure and this thing, except for I can't get the neck piece out, so I can't stick in I have to call Sideshow. The figure itself, though, you can just stick it. It stays on the throne, so you can pick it up by the throne, and it won't just fall off or anything like that. If you're holding it flat. Any which way. So let you get back on focus.
Well, we got you now. So any specific figure you're looking
there are a
forward
couple
to?
things that I want to see how they look actually in quote in person. I'm hoping the stealth suit will be as an exclusive for seeing it over at NYC or
you're talking about Shanghai stealth suit cap from Shanghai.
We'll see that one at New York Comic-Con / Sideshow Con or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Now this is because that one is one I would consider getting for the gauntlet and everything, and I don't own a Steve Rogers Captain America. Like I don't have one in my collection, so that one might be one. And Monica told me like this: if you're looking to get one, this is probably one you should get because it's just the body and everything like that's really good. Now I'm interested to see, even though I know we all don't necessarily care for the line so much, I'm interested to see in person if they show it. The Neon Tech with the Neon Tech gantry, because I want to see how that looks actually like person kind of thing. Not so much for the Iron Man, but just to see how does the gantry itself look with that particular, because obviously we've seen 4 different generations of Iron Man or War Machine, but to see how does it translate maybe, because that gantry might not feel so bad seeing it. I mean, you're always going to prefer the movie gantry over the, this what if kind of whatever version of it. But that gantry with the Neon Tech might be kind of cool, like actually pairing it with a different Iron Man. I think this is probably of any exclusive I'm interested that I might have some interest in. Obviously, price point wise in comparison to like the market, the 46 or something, it's going to be a lot cheaper in comparison. I'm interested to see what the price point. I assume it'll be either at the Comic-Con coming up the week after next, or if it'll be like at maybe what is it? I'm forgetting for October, the normal one that they run every year. They're
Halloween Con or something.
Yeah, their usual
Spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
Yeah.
That starts October
couple weeks later.
20th. They it's longer than a week. It's usually like 10 or 11 days.
Yeah, but that could also be something with Steve Rogers.
22nd to the 31st, something like that.
But this is kind of one, if they do an exclusive for it, since they did already the Stormtrooper and this would be the one I assume that they're going to do for this show. For figures announced, to see them physically, if they show it at either New York Comic Con or specifically at Sideshow Comic-Con, the Mark V with the new diorama base, because I actually want to see that. I know we all made fun of like the tires being too small and other stuff like that, which I guess in scale wise they are, but I'd like to see kind of that figure actually in person. Thanks, C&B. And then for already announced figures, I just want to see them how they look in person, to see the Grand Inquisitor and Reva from Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, they could show that off too. Yeah, that's
right. I want to see those, like we actually get to see them in person, kind of.
See them in person
to see how they're looking, especially probably because I think we all can agree, Reva, at least her head sculpt looks like it's going to be, as long, even if it drops a little bit from prototype to production, it's still going to be a very good head sculpt. Should be. Grand Inquisitor, with him being kind of the weird alien kind of head and stuff, I want to see it in person a little bit more to see how it translates. But this, for me, I don't care about the Iron Man, but just to see the gantry and stuff in that Neon Tech form, because could that be maybe kind of an interesting piece for if you had one of the other Iron Mans on it with like the Mark III, Mark IV, or something like that?
Well, I want to put the Listerine Iron Man on that. For me,
I've heard Listerine could be another
Iron Man. Yeah, that's my plan anyway. Put the Listerine right up in there. Yeah.
And I was right. I showed TD. He wants it.
Yeah, I told you. It's coming home. I told you, man. You should have not done that.
So I think because like all the other Neon Tech Iron Man, he was like, no, I don't have an interest. Quarter scale gantry Iron Man, he's like, no, it's too big. I don't have an interest in it. Okay, I show him this Neon Tech 6 scale with gantry, and he's like, oh yeah, I totally want that. I'm like, what?
So what do you guys think? I wanted to ask you in relation to this for Lou, C&B, the entire panel, and chat. what do you guys? Because obviously this one is for a special thing over there, which we may, I assume, will get in some form or fashion at least a few of these over here. What do you guys expect the price point to be on this? It's
more expensive than that Dark Side Anakin.
Yeah, I'm thinking
$690
to $650.
Yeah.
$690. 690.
670.
Because that would
And is it gonna have the exclusive tag on it?
Hey, I gotta hit up Six Scale Mafia.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
125, only 40 likes. Come on, guys, hit the like button. I do appreciate you
Thank
guys
you, brother.
want to hit that like button. I don't always ask for it. I have these fools over here telling you guys to do it because I honestly I'm so involved with the actual conversation. I just tend to forget.
Just be real. You're lazy. You're lazy.
Jeez. Jeez, Lou.
I'm joking.
I'm lazy. As you were saying, Lou.
I was saying it gives the victim to scream out. He's a victim, you know. So if I call him out lazy, like I'm the victim here.
Well, Nate, you know, Dean Malenko back in the 90s as a wrestler was the man of 1,000 holds. I mean, Nate is the man of 1,000 victimhoods. Maybe not just with Hottoys either.
Cases?
Yeah. He's got 1,000 things that he's the victim of.
Nate's always catching a case. He's always catching.
So yeah, I feel it's probably going to be between $600 and $700 because of that. Because of course the gantry setup and everything. Here's the thing though. I'm hoping it's a little bit cheaper because when you look at the original gantry in Mark IV with the head sculpt, it's pretty much pushing $635, and then out the door is about $700 and change. This one right here, it needs to be a little cheaper, but I get it. Inflation and
it's hard with that too because you think about it. The Mark 42, I know Don was talking about. He's getting it. The Mark 42 quarter scale reissue that's coming. So obviously it's it's a reissue, but that quarter scale is $645. So if you're right, an entire smaller scale, and it's got that huge base too that comes with it.
That's what she said.
So it
it doesn't come with the head sculpt. It needs to be cheaper. It needs to be cheaper. Like I'm hoping it's more like $500 because it's neon tech. So
and hey, we have more items that it can help get fingerprints on them, and that of course is always worth the extra money.
You'll be pushing around $600 for a damn freaking quarter scale at this point, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens, and you'll see me freaking go on my damn mind with Hot Toys after that.
I want to see if you get this. I want to see you unbox this on camera, Nate. You're gonna have to do a late night thing with this because I want to see you like putting gloves on or something.
Talk to me in 2 years. And Nate's saying there will be a Neon Tech Hulkbuster. Stop giving Howard ideas. You know damn well that's happening. Y'all know this is happening, y'all. It better. I want to see the freaking controversy that happens on YouTube when that drops. I'm like, dude, I want to hear everybody talk about that damn thing. And also, he's gonna come home because you gotta collect all Hulkbusters, except for that Power Post Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Trash. Anyway,
I want to see the screenshot when Nate pulls it up, showing us that he bought it. That's what I want to see.
Well, see, Nate always shows a screenshot of what he buys. That I could be bear witness to. Every time on the community thread, he always pops that bad boy up and says, "Yeah, this is you guys doubt me. Here it is. Here's the pre-order. I told y'all. Told you better get yours. Where's yours?" So, that's that. And wait. Seeing, I didn't know you was his twin. Like,
I just
Jesus
noticed
Christ,
that,
bro. Now I know what it's like for real.
That's funny.
No glasses. No glasses.
Oh, wait. So Lou, since we got you on the mic, what's your go-tos for Summer Showcase New York Comic Con? Any that you're hoping to see?
Summer Showcase. I want to see a reissue of a particular figure, since we got a tease of him already. I want to see him actually come out, and that's the '89 Batman.
That's right, the '89 Batman. You're right. Yeah.
'89 Batman.
I got you,
opens the floodgates for other things, bro.
I got you,
That
Look
opens
right
the floodgates for a lot of different stuff.
Look at
that right
That's
there.
set.
You got the computer, the computer setup for the cave. You also got that diorama of like the bell tower. Like the damaged bridge is like, hello, goodbye. That whole. I want this so bad because it's Keaton. It's Keaton Batman. When you say the words Batman, this suit and Michael Keaton's voice comes out. For the most part, for me, every time you say the word Batman, because it just goes back to my childhood. This is the nostalgia for me. So it's that. That's one. Two. If I'm being honest with myself and being a Marvel head, Star-Lord, T'Challa.
Ooh, I think I got this one over here too. Let me see.
Star-Lord, T'Challa. That's who I want to see. I want to see Star-Lord, T'Challa.
There's my boy.
That's who I want to see. We already got Zombie Hunter already out. Captain Carter's on her way. Same thing with Hydra Stomper and Steve Rogers. So, I want to see him come up next. We're going to have, Wakanda Forever coming out. Got to see this, come out. We have to see this.
You know what's cool though?
What's up?
Loco Lu? Even if this one doesn't come with the head sculpt just to mitigate the whole pricing.
Exactly.
You got the Black Panther head sculpt.
Yeah, you switch it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what, I'm curious. I wonder if at this New York Comic Con if they're going to show off the Hot Toys Mech Strikes.
Mech Strikes. That was another one I was going to say. Mech Strike. Just going on the Marvel train. Mech Strikes. That's another one because we got the Deadpool, armorized Deadpool popping up. So we have other figures coming out that are armorized, or Iron Man.
They let that leak with that coming soon. It said Hot Toys, Marvel's Mech Strike, which is a comic line, and then it said the first figure was Black Panther Mech Strike.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, what if they have like something planned for the release of Wakanda Forever? If they're going to announce a whole bunch of Black Panther type figures.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Including the Mech Strike. Seeing how Black Panther's supposed to be the first Mech Strike figure that comes.
Exactly. So something like that. Star Wars. Where is Kenobi? The one from Clone Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Please. Annie's lonely. He needs his master.
You talking about General Kenobi? I got you, man. Yeah.
General Kenobi, fully armored up. Let's go. We need him. You giving us this Kevin Bacon, Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan show, and he's not
Kevin Bacon.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that one.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah. I prefer that. Yeah. This is the one.
So Doc Missile says Rancor. Yeah, I get you, man. I get you.
I believe it. You know what? Doc Missile used to say they're never gonna make a Rancor, so that way they make it.
Yeah, he kept saying the Cobb Vanth, right? You're never gonna get a head sculpt. I'm like, cool. We got the head sculpt. Doc needs to put out that energy more.
Yeah, like I said in the chat,
It's
Doc
Morbin
starts saying
time.
aliens, Colonial Marines 2.0 ain't coming. That like when Doc says ain't coming,
yeah,
it's coming.
Yeah. So I definitely have to have this one and a Mace Windu.
Prepare your wallets. Don't forget the Infinity War Ultron is right around the corner. My source says next
And-
month. Infinity Ultron, my bad.
Yeah. Infinity Ultron. Yeah, we know he's there. We know he's there. And he will be sitting there for a little bit because a lot of people aren't enamored with this particular version. Granted, it's not the MCU version, so to speak, because the one we got with the MCU was, it is what it is. But Mace Windu, I want to see Mace come out.
Mace
We need
Windu.
to
I
see
was
a Mace
hoping
Windu.
someone was gonna say that because I was like, I can't
Mace
say all of them. I can't say all of them, but yeah, Mace Windu needs to come in because look at what we are expecting here. If we do get Mace Windu for pre-order for New York Comic Con, it'd be a two-year wait for that, so we won't see it till 2025, which would be right in line with the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. But if we don't see that come in by 2024, 2025, that means we probably won't see this release until 2027 if they drop the 2025 pre-order on this. And that's what I give me my faith for this early pre-order release because I don't want this to be anywhere near 2025. If it is 2025 pre-order release, we won't see that till 2027.
Yeah, but here's a major thing you're forgetting. What's coming up for its 40th anniversary?
Return of the Jedi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Very
we've been
shortly.
talking about that. So wait,
I know.
You talking about you want to see something next year? Or
Well,
this year
no,
when you're
I'm thinking if they follow the schedules, they might announce this or do a preview, but they won't release it for pre-order until after potentially the 40th anniversary figures are up. Because again, we're going to get our Revenge of the Return of the Jedi Vader. We potentially could get a Palpatine 2.0, get a Luke at this point 3.0, and maybe a Royal Guard 2.0.
Damn, Royal Guard 2.0.
I mean,
yeah,
look at it.
Maybe a two-pack 2.0.
Exactly. I mean,
nice.
look at what they're going for on the secondary market. Like used, they're going for 400. So, yeah, Old Man Captain Rex, aka Nick Saint.
That'd be pretty cool. Nick Saint coming in. Yeah, that'd be not. That'd be cool. Let me see. I could see that happening if he pops in an Ahsoka show. Most likely he will. He has to pop in an Ahsoka show. He has to. Like, best friends.
Isn't Ahsoka supposed to drop soon?
Oh no, delayed.
Isn't
delayed.
Ahsoka supposed to drop
she's
soon
delayed.
The show is 2023.
Is he going to still even be alive by then? Remember, this is 6 years, 5 or 6 years after Return of the Jedi.
When there's Filoni, there's a way.
Filoni already planted the seeds, my friend. If you watched Rebels and Clone Wars, the seeds are already planted.
Time for some.
Lane. During the makings of Rise of Skywalker, the original director, not what's that guy's name? JJ. Before JJ, there was talks. There was already plans for clones still alive during the Rise of Skywalker days, and they were going to come in and join in the war in Coruscant.
So they were going to somehow re-engineer so they didn't age twice as fast anymore.
Some older veterans at that point. I'm like, damn, they're still alive at that point.
Well, I mean, he's like 65 or something like that in Rebels, which is 5 or 6 years before the events of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that would have been pushing it.
I'm realizing this is science fiction stuff that I'm trying to analyze too much with logic, so I probably should stop.
You probably should. Yes.
Yeah.
Just quit while you're ahead.
Ooh, a black Chrysanthemum. Yeah. Not even. Can we see some Andor figures? Like at least Andor prototype.
I wanted to jump in and say this specifically, and I think we might see Savage Andor, and we might see Bimo, as he's called, because 2019 New York Comic Con, when Sideshow was there, they actually had the base OG Mando figure up. But they had the Clone War style Paul Jernot. They had nothing, about the the Beskar Pauldron. And they previewed that, I think it was either 3 weeks or a month before the show actually started. So I would not be surprised if we actually see, as Nate calls it, Savage Andor with the droid. You know, maybe some credits, maybe a map.
Yeah.
But I do think the droid is coming with him.
You know the droid from Obi-Wan Kenobi? Hammer Time droid?
Hammer Time droid.
I want him. I want him so bad.
Well, the funny thing is, if you look at his parts, that was actually, his exoskeleton is actually remolded Clone Wars armor parts. Like the actual Clone Trooper parts. Like his shin guards, his thigh pads, that's all clone armor parts. Some people were thinking that was actually like... No, that was actually like clone parts, like the actual armor. If you look at that droid...
I know what you're saying, Don. I'm saying the type of droid he was a loader droid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a loader droid, Ned B.
Yep.
Ned B. Yeah, with Ned B. I was looking for his name. So I was like, yeah, I know he's a loader droid or something. I want him to come up for New York Comic Con as a purchasable figure, you know, with the hammer. He needs to come with his hammer. It's hammer time.
Ooh, this week on Andor, we see troopers. Oh man, and we see some.
I think we see the riot troopers, the Imperial Army riot troopers. Again, they're not mud troopers. They're the standard Imperial Army. Again, the mud troopers we've seen, they're just standard Imperial Army that was specialized, you know, for trench warfare. Again, just like the normal army.
Yeah.
You have infantry, and then you have certain elements or units that are specialized in certain types of warfare. Again, that is standard. So, again, the troopers we're going to see at first are not stormtroopers. They're the basic army troopers. And they just are...
all they got is just riot shields. Because riot troopers are a completely different thing in Star Wars. They're higher up squad.
Well, for collectors that did miss out on the mud trooper, it's pretty much the coolest thing for them to pick up. So, it's still a cool design. The mud trooper actual helmet design is pretty cool with the goggles and everything. I wouldn't mind picking up another set just that way, and just maybe get 2 of them. I'll probably get another 2 of those as well because it'd be cool if they come with the riot shield. You have 2 of them set up, you know, with your other figures. That'd be pretty cool. Like, 2 riot shields in the front. That'd be pretty cool. And Loco Lu's back. I'm ready for my Star Wars OT 2.0s. Let's go, Howard. So are we talking about Return of Jedi 2.0s, or are we talking more like New Hope 2.0s? Because New Hope 2.0s, we won't see that till 2027 as far as like pre-orders. Because 2027 is the 50th anniversary of New Hope. So if you're talking about those, but if you're talking about Return of Jedi, hey, I wouldn't be surprised they drop something near Comic-Con, sort of fuel the fire. But honestly, we'll probably have to wait till May the 4th until we see Return of Jedi 2.0s. See, I need that meme. I keep forgetting to add that meme. Everything. What you mean? Everyone.
Oh, from the professional.
Yeah.
Instead of, everyone.
Yeah. So I know someone was saying Palpatine. I wouldn't mind a Palpatine 2.0. Because I know collectors have been asking for that for a while. I'm like, because it's skyrocketing in price. I wouldn't mind a 2.0 Palpatine. I'll probably pick it up if it's anything, like if there's an update to it. If not, I'll just stick. If it's a USB powered throne, I'll probably pick it up. If that's USB powered throne, I'll pick it up. Yeah. That's me. Though. I'll probably pick up another one, and then there's hopefully a 2-pack Royal Guard. That'd be nice. Maybe a Han Solo finally for Revenge of the
Commander General Lando. General Lando.
Yeah.
Mon Mothma.
Mothma. Maybe. Akbar. If we don't get
Admiral Akbar.
Yeah.
Neum Nub.
And then Wedge Antilles. Oh my God, they throw us Wedge Antilles. Take my monies. Like, that'd be nice. Wedge Antilles. You already gave us the snowtrooper pilot Luke Skywalker. hell, just do as a Rebel Pilot Wedge. Hell, if you want to sell it properly, do a 2-pack with Rebel Pilot Luke and Rebel Pilot Wedge. That'd be perfect.
Deluxe battle damage R2 from Endor.
Oh, like battle damage.
Actually, when he gets shot up, when he's trying to break into the bunker, something like that.
Yeah, General Lando just reused the sculpt. Yeah, that's what they can do. Like that Lando sculpt is still pretty good.
Gamorrean guards.
Could do that.
Ooh, Gamorrean guards. I don't see a Jabba, but if Hottoys decides they want to give us a Rancor, I wouldn't mind.
I know you're.
No, if they do the Rancor, they need to do the Rancor Keeper.
The Rancor Keeper. Yeah.
Machete.
No, not same one. Not that Rancor Keeper. I'm talking the fat one.
He wants Machete though.
I know it's different Rancor Keeper.
I would just like that character to actually shown up in Dunmore in Book of Boba.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things we wish they could have done more with Book of Boba Fett. But if they drop us the Rancor, that'd be pretty cool. You can see Hot Toys going back, still doing stuff from those both shows, from Mandalorian Season 2.
Well,
and
Cobb Vanth, we thought that the time had kind of maybe expired for that figure to come out, from Season 2 of Mando, and it looks like it's going to come.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be. Ooh, that's another thing too. You guys reminded me of the set. I really want them to get released though, and this would be perfect for the Attack of the Clones set, and it would be right there.
Yeah, since they already have made it.
Just repaint.
Just repaint it, and then of course the
droid coming.
Of course, the Clone Trooper officer here, I would like to pick him up as well. This one will be a one-off for me. I won't need to get 2 of these. This will be a one, unless he comes with some cool diorama bases to help sell this, or cool accessories. I might get 2.
This might be a cool one to put, like where you could have the Anakin on his staff chasing after, or something, like shooting at this one or something. Would be cool to set it with.
Yeah, this will be still a nice piece.
I love the stat, man. I think it's really cool.
Oh yeah, everybody say hashtag Lobot.
Lobot.
That's funny.
That's all nobody today. That's all nobody.
Mr. Musashi is asking, would you buy a 1/6 Boss Nass Jar Jar with him in 2 packs? Yes, I will buy it. I will buy a Jar Jar Binks. I'll buy the Jar Jar Binks alone. I'll buy a Jar Jar Binks alone. And if there'll be a 2-pack with Boss Nass, I'll buy them too. So.
There you go.
I operate a no Gungan zone.
No Gungan zone.
A Gungan free zone? Okay.
Oh, that's right. Look. The B2s. Where are my B2s at? Hot Toys, come on. Where are they?
Well, they've shown 2 different versions. They showed the Mando version and they showed the Clone Wars version.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Different colors.
Yeah, because the Mando one's got that bluish gray paint on it.
Wasn't its also upper body a little bit thicker than like the more traditional? They looked at least.
No, well, again, if we want to go, we could say like
color.
The Mando ones were potentially the cortosis coated one, which was, if you know lore, cortosis was anti-lightsaber. Basically, like the Boba Fett's neck piece was made and weaved out of cortosis, which means he couldn't be decapitated by a lightsaber. So if we're going that, there are 2 different versions, the B2 and then the B3.
Yeah, this is the Attack of the Clones version right here. Attack of the Clones version only carries the one set of twin blasters on the arm. The Mando version is one that comes with both blasters in the
Well, the funny thing is, like the Hasbro B2 I have actually has blasters on both hands.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have that same one, I think.
Yeah,
right?
the one it actually has the blasters on both hands.
Yeah. I'm thinking of. I'm debating whether to add the B2 that you gave me to my Anakin Skywalker staff, or add the B1 that you gave me. I'm trying to debate which one to, because I'm gonna have a droid on that. I ain't gonna have Anakin on that. I'm gonna have a droid.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But the coloration is different between the two versions. So
of course, I think we'll see maybe, hopefully, a pre-order of this. That'd be nice.
Wait,
well,
Nick,
the
go back
mask
to the
is
other picture.
well, the mask is updated. It's been fixed.
Doesn't it look like Wrecker's taking a selfie?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. Yes.
It looks like he's taking a selfie.
Oh
He's
my
like,
god, he
I have
does.
photo. I press button.
Right. Get together. Let's go.
Omega, get in the photo.
Oh my god, that was really good. That was really good.
That was good.
Wow.
That was
Wow. Raka.
good.
So do you guys figure that it would be
Omega.
probably after either right before or like maybe within a couple of weeks after premiere, we'll probably see one more of the Bad Batch figures actually officially put up for pre-order, probably January next year.
Well, supposedly Hunter and Echo are going to be releasing imminently through Sideshow. So I think once those release, I think you could see the rest
Hunter
of these go
just
up.
got delayed again.
Got delayed. We're thinking it's the head sculpt that they're running into issues with applying the black wash to give him that tattoo faded look where he's got the tattoo on his face.
I got you. Okay, so then Echo is supposed to be releasing imminent.
Yeah.
So once
because Doc got his payment taken for Echo.
yeah,
he
so
got
I mean,
delayed.
once Hunter gets released, I see these 3 going up for pre-order.
Echo got delayed. Yes.
Okay, once the 2 of them are finally released.
They
The
took
3 of them
I know.
get put up.
Now it's only been delayed till next month, so it's going to be probably.
You mean the boat's
No,
late?
They took everybody's money and then
Yes,
came back
that's
18 days later and said, "Oh,
Yes.
it's been delayed."
That is literally what happened.
So that means everyone's getting a book.
No.
Yeah, I got a book. You
I've
got
got
a book.
3
You
of
get a
them.
coupon.
I've got 3 of them.
I didn't get a book.
I got 2 of them. What's
I
gonna
didn't get
happen
a
is they're just
I
gonna
got
send out like
2
5.
and a third on the way.
Boy,
Third
they're
on the
like
way.
Oprah
They're gonna
Winfrey,
give us a
those
different book
books.
this time. We're gonna get
Yeah.
the Cooking with Deadpool cookbook.
So again, if we start
How
giving
to make-
away the books as
to make a
prizes, you know why.
So I wanted to answer Mr. Visasi's question. Do you think our pre-order influenced the completion of certain lines? For example, if pre-orders for Bad Batch are low, we won't see the rest of the line produced. I don't say we won't see the rest of the line produced, but it's going to take a while. Like, for example, look what happened to Cyborg. It took forever, and the pre-orders weren't that great either way for the Justice League line. So I'm guessing that it does take a bit because the pre-orders do influence. They send pretty much send a message to Hottoys that hey, there's not much what's the word for investment as of yet. Interest. There you go. That's the word. Interest in this line. So we'll take a bit. That's why I feel that's one of the reasons why Cyber took forever. Because the Justice League line didn't do so well. They sat around. The pre-orders weren't that great. Unless you're Batman and Superman, because they drop Batman and Superman all day or a day because those are the popular ones. But other than that, the Justice League. Then again, the Justice League didn't do so well in the movies either. Right? So the only one that did well was the Snyder Cut.
I think if you have any dreams, though, of possibly seeing like a TK Trooper or something like that, you better let those go from Bad Batch. I think if it's Bad Batch, we'll get the main 5 members, and then that is probably going to be it. But I mean, you can put them, by the time we're going to be seeing them, in season 2, they may be fighting regular stormtroopers. So.
I mean, I could see a Tarkin coming out of left field.
Yeah.
For 2.0? Yeah.
There's our boy. He's all grown up now with a head sculpt.
Superman did not last long in stock. But no, what I'm saying is for Superman and Batman, they did very well with pre-orders. Superman, he only lasted for like 6 months. So there was interest in Superman. So it went very quick. For everybody else, they lasted forever. They lasted freaking forever. Superman is out. We're talking about the original Justice League Superman, not the 2-pack Superman. The original Superman from when I started collecting 2019. Superman from the original Justice League movie. The blue one. There you go. Superman Blue. So I wonder. Oh, that's right. There was another question here. There you go. Smoke him if you got him. Why not the Scorponok and Annihilator droids in the Book of Boba Fett? One, you are definitely smoking. You're definitely smoking. I want you to pass them to me, my guy. Please pass them over, okay? But what I see will happen is if we do get the Rancor or maybe another Mando figure from Book of Boba Fett, maybe that will be the base for the character, like a Scorponok getting ripped apart or
battle damaged.
Battle damage. I could see that. Like the Rancor's base
yeah.
is like literally destroyed in front of him. Yeah.
Or you see it kind of partial damage or destroyed, like we saw Ironmonger, on the base coming for the Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
I
would
could
be
see
pretty
that
cool
happen.
if they did that, though.
Yeah, I don't see a droid. We still haven't even gotten the other droids yet. So the only droids we got so far are the one B1 battle droid from Geonosis, and then we got the C-3PO and R2-D2 from Attack of the Clones, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything else in this page. Of course, the Bark Spears, but yeah, C-3PO, R2, the B1. I'm hoping to see a little bit more B1s, possibly for Attack of the Clones. Second wave.
I
But we'll see.
I want to see all the Obi-Wan figures together as well. It's one to see in hand too, even though it was announced already. Is seeing the like Darth Vader with all the battle damage plates and like the half face sculpt and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think seeing that also would be, even though that's obviously been a little while announced since that one's been announced. I think to see that version of it now where it's been fully revealed. Do you think that'd be kind of interesting just to see how it actually looks in kind of person now and everything? Since we've seen it with the non-battle damage plating and all that already from earlier versions.
Yeah, why not? No, see why not. But I have to see this, and they better have it at Con. Available, and that's the N1.
Oh, the N1. I'm saying, I think I had it here.
Enhance, backtrack, enhance.
Actually, Lou, I know what you'd like to see though at Sideshow Con. The finish is you probably wouldn't mind seeing the final Ronin TMNT Ronin statue from PCS, like the final for that actually showing up.
Yes, but space is a factor, and if I had to choose, a vehicle's where it's at.
Damn.
A vehicle's where it's at.
You see that Gundam Leonardo?
Oh, I ordered 2 of them already. They're already
okay.
Big Bad Toy Store pre-ordered 2 already. They're already locked and loaded. They don't come out till the end of the year. They are in the bag.
I'm just going to say, Lou, I think that last Ronin statue, when that finally comes out, the deluxe version with all the brothers and everything's ghost spirits with Michelangelo, I think that's going to be one of the all-time best GMNT pieces or things ever done.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Period.
Oh, for sure, definitely. No, for sure. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. As a collector would,
and it's still going to be small and compared to total space and compared to this thing.
Well, no, see, this is flat though. See, that is wide and tall. This is a little flatter. So
that's what she said.
Headroom. Exactly. See? so
yeah, for now, if this getting released, not released, but getting revealed again through Sideshow Con, man, they're be flexing this so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then watch it get blown up in episode 1 of Mando season 3.
No. I mean, at this point, I think they might be waiting until certain episodes of Mando 3 potentially show, because we've already seen in the trailer this is upgraded. It's getting R5 as its mech.
Yeah, honestly, what I would like to see is him get his own fire spray at some point.
No,
Not
you can't.
happen.
None of them exist. There were 5 prototypes made. Django. When he took
the last one,
he destroyed the other 4.
Yep.
Yeah, in the Django Fett Bounty Hunter video game. If you played it back in the PS2 days, yeah.
Well, I didn't even play it. That was the original canon like Legends material is when it was stolen, he destroyed the other 4 prototypes to ensure he
but
couldn't.
we don't know if that's still canon anymore.
Well, again, it's in the book, it's in the movies. It's at this point, it's canon.
the new canon. The new canon is Jango Fett destroyed the rest of the slave ones that were, or the Spire Spray that were were in the security zone.
In that factory where they were being built.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they're gonna give us another Fire Spray, but I wouldn't mind Mando carrying maybe a YT at some point. That'd be pretty cool.
A YT 2400.
Yeah.
Because again, we saw it in Rebels. It exists.
Dash Rendar's ship.
Well, yeah, Dash Rendar is not a canon himself, but his ship is.
Yeah, the Outrider. I mean, that ship design. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see this going back to Marvel, but you're not going to be able to pull up a picture of it. And that is, I want to see a comic book iteration of Venom. Full-fledged comic book version of Venom.
Yeah.
You know, that crossover Maximum Venom, dope. Fire.
We're probably going to get that with the Spider-Man 2 game.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I think they'll wait till the game comes out.
It's still going to be a video game license one. Yeah. But dude.
Insomniac already said that they're taking their traits of Venom from the comic for the game.
Yeah.
So they're going to base them off the comic. So you're going to have the logo on the chest.
Yes, logo on the chest, but you know, on the box is going to be that comic book version logo. That's what I'm saying. If they're going to give us comic book iterations, you know, moving forward from Hot, give us some Venom. Because that video game version is going to be stylized a bit. Just like all the Insomniac stuff has been stylized. Because our classic suit Spider-Man, it's classic suit Spider-Man, but it's modern. It doesn't have a Steve Ditko look. It doesn't have a whatchamacallit, Ash Ross look. It doesn't have a McFarlane look.
How are you supposed to take that? How are you supposed to take that? How are you supposed to take Alex Ross and Ditko's work and turn it into a figure? That's pretty much what we got with the classic suit.
If you will it.
But what you're asking for is impossible. Like what you got with the classic suit is the closest you're getting to Ditko.
They did it with a Mezco.
It's cheaper to do Mezco than a Hot Toy.
It's literally like the color and the pattern of that figure is literally the original one brought from comic into a 3D perspective, from 2D to 3D. So it is literally a Ditko representation.
Your opinion. Your opinion.
So I want to bring up CT603's comment here. What NYCC Chrome exclusives are we not factoring in? Sword, Transport Trooper, Easy. I can see a Sword Trooper Chrome at some point. Yeah.
None. Honestly, none, because Sideshow ain't physically going to be at New York Comic Con.
Well, the thing is, they're doing a Sideshow Con New York Comic Con thing. They can still show off exclusives, kind of like what they did. Kind of like what they did with the Commander Stormtrooper. They showed off an exclusive at Sideshow Con that last year.
All right, how's this? Your exclusive for New York Comic Con is going to be Sideshow putting up a limited number of the Neon Tech 2.0 gantry sets.
It ain't gonna be limited. It ain't gonna be limited. You out of your damn mind.
That could be a limited batch, if you will. That could be something, a limited early batch, but not super limited.
I think it's going to end up like Mark 46.
Number games no more.
I think it's going to be like Mark 46, where it's going to be limited at first, and then they'll move it over to the public, and it'll be pretty much, I think as many as you can. I think they did that with the Mark 46 and the Chrome Stormtrooper. Let me make sure. Okay, Mark 46, and yep, it's not limited anymore. Yeah, so it was only limited, per person coming in. Just purchasing, but now you can army build either your Mark 46s or army build your Stormtroopers.
Or Hot Toys got a overestimated market order from Sideshow, and now they're trying to get them out as soon as they can because Sideshow overestimated the market for these quote unquote exclusives.
But you know what? I know I'll say this much, guys. Please practice patience, guys, because and also faith. Because look what's going to happen. The Shanghai exclusives are going to be coming over to Sideshow. So most likely, we got 2 events. We got New York Comic-Con, Sideshow Con in October, and Spectacular. One of those 2 events will probably either get the Shanghai exclusives for Captain America, and then I know everybody's going to be on their damn minds with this one, but the Mark V will probably be popping in. That's the only one I see that should not be released through Sideshow, because you're out of your damn freaking minds, Hottoys. You're going to act upon war upon people through the YouTube realm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, based on past track record, I think New York Comic-Con timeframes is going to be the actual period when they're going to announce new things. Because as far as I can remember, Spectacular is more about clearing out old stock, giving away things, giving points, putting stuff up that's been sitting in a while for basically at cost to Sideshow, so they can just clear out and clear their books. Because Spectacular is basically the big event for Sideshow to almost balance the books again, because the fiscal year for businesses running under the U.S. government is October 1st to September 30th. So again, for a lot of businesses under the fiscal year, under U.S. government regulations for, again, stock market quarters and stuff, the end of the year is the 30th of this month. So Spectacular is basically Sideshow's first opportunity to quote unquote try and get ahead of the books, clear out old stock, put some money in the bank, and help them ride for the rest of that fiscal year, not the normal calendar year. So,
yep. Fiscal year is 1 October, beginning of the corporate new year.
So, yep.
And then I know people are asking about the Neon Tech as well. I think Neon Tech, like Don said, is going to be available through Sideshow, through New York Comic Con as well. You never know. It's a whole different ball game with Sideshow these days. They could throw every exclusive they can into these events just to get green in the books. So we'll see what happens. So for me, guys, I forgot to let you know. So let me see. Do I have time to show off the shirt design I was working on?
Yeah, we got time.
And we got time. Okay, so
yeah, we got a few minutes left.
Yeah, so let me show them off real quick. So, all right, let me share it. Okay, so I know you guys were asking for the $500 shirt here, right? So here is the designs I had so far. So this is the first one I was looking at, that I was doing. So pretty much with the bubble, me going out of your damn mind, $500. So that was the first one, right? My next one was like the more red background with the gold this time versus the golden red. I like the golden red better, but this is still the third one is my favorite though. So there's the first one is the golden red, and then the second one is the red and gold. But the third one is definitely my favorite. Is the golden red. Coming out of it like $500.
It's like you're the Sith. You're using your hate to power you up. It's like you're internalizing that 500 and it's powering you up.
You need to finish that sentence though. It's the question mark of $500? Are you out of your damn mind? Like,
yep.
Am I wrong, CMB? Am I wrong?
No, you're right, Lou.
No, that's gonna be the redesign because I'm using pretty much the Out of Your Damn Mind version of this, but of the shirt I have. But I'm gonna do a redesign so these are gonna be up as long as until I get the redesign in. And that's what I want to do. The redesign will be Out of Your Damn Mind, Where to Flex, $500, all that jazz. That's what I want to do for the redesign. For these, like they'll be. What's up?
Like this, and then on the back say for Gandolfo.
Gandolfo. That's funny.
And this on the front, and then the back just in big caps for Gandolfo.
So let me know, guys, in the comments right now. Is number 3 your favorite? Because it's my favorite. I think
number 3 is the favorite.
This is going to be going up.
It almost looks like the way the hands are positioned. It's almost like a Ken and Ryu, like Geekin, like you're powering up to send that back. That bubble text.
Yabba dabba dookin.
Yabba dabba dookin. I like that.
Yabba dabba dookin. So here's a link on the chat, guys. If you guys want to go and check out the merch over there, I will have these up next week. I just want to hear your thoughts on this one. So this is going to be the one of the ones that are going up, and then the other one I showed a few weeks ago. Which one was that one? I know I have it here. Oh yeah, Captain Puerto Rico. Yeah, Captain Puerto Rico. Yeah, gonna show that off too. So I think that's everything. So the Geekin Out Shop. So Don picked up one of these, the mugs. He told me he loves it. So,
oh yeah, and the thing is, it's not a coffee mug. It's like an actual canteen mug.
Yeah, camper mug.
Yeah, it's a camper mug. It's deceptively large. It holds a lot. It's built very nicely. Like even the handle, it's not ceramic. It's like steel. There's a metal band around the top. I mean, it's actual high-end quality. It's like it's not gonna do you wrong. Like you can actually put soup. You can put actual like food in it and eat it.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I looked at the dimensions, and I have a camper cup that has a lid, and my lid will fit on this too. So it's like cool. I can use both.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 camper cups. Nice.
So, all right, guys, that's all we have for today. I think we'll have one last battle pack giveaway, and we'll give it to Matt. I've been seeing him through the chats.
Okay.
Give it to Matt. Matt, if you're still listening, you won yourself a battle pack.
Yep. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Again, DonPrime. You'll see the logo. Pretty easy to find out. And again, we'll be shooting a video hopefully this week. We'll be announcing the October New York Comic-Con giveaway in collaboration with Collector Zone. We're looking to, potentially start that at the beginning of the month, and we'll run that through the end of the month through Halloween. Again, we go to Comic-Con, we might get free stuff, and like last year, anything we potentially get, we'll, just give it to the fans in contests. So again, that's, kind of a sit by and wait, see what we actually get when we're there, in like 10 days. So.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. And also, if you're meeting up with DonPrime at the con, to make sure to hit him up and do like hello videos with him, because he'll be recording some videos with his phone, like saying hello from the fans and stuff. So, and we'll be showcasing them on the stream. So.
Yep. And again, a few of us will be there on different days. I'll be there all 4 days. I'm bringing swag to give away. I'll bring some battle packs, other stuff. Again, I'm getting my cosplay already. It's I'm not gonna quote unquote steal Adam Savage's idea, but it's one of those things. First person, on Saturday when I'm in cosplay, potentially with Loco Lu, to get, see who we are, say, hey, we'll give them a prize or something like that. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Yep.
All right, guys. I gotta go. I had some news from work. I'm gonna be working by myself tonight again. So.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I gotta go now, so I could get prepared to get some food or anything.
And everybody, we still have 101 here. Please make sure you hit the like button on the way out. We always will appreciate that, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. And remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy, and may the weapons with you. Always.
Take care, everybody.
Later, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Be excellent to each other.
And also, remember, have faith. Guys, you just gotta have faith.
The loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.